Amen, choir. That was awesome. Love that. It's time now for our children's moment. So good morning to our kids who are here, and hi to any kids who are watching online. So tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it's something that many of you I know are excited about. Why? Because you get the day off from school. Yeah, but there's some other, and our teachers are excited too. It's all right, yeah. Good to have a day off. It's also something good to celebrate because he was such an inspiring leader. And every year we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day on the Monday in January that is closest to his actual birthday, which is January 15th. And this year it happens to be his actual birthday. So tomorrow you can think about that a little bit too and send him a birthday wish. Now, probably you know a few things about Martin Luther King Jr. He lived from 1929 to 1968. He was an American Baptist minister, and he served local churches, and he also worked for civil rights for people in our country, especially people of color who were experiencing hate and discrimination. Martin Luther King Jr. believed that all people should have equity, should be treated fairly, should have access to education and good jobs and good homes, and be free of discrimination and hate. He really wanted us to do a better job of loving one another. That's really what he was all about. And he was committed to pursuing a more just and fair world and society for all people. And you know, he did this with a commitment to peace and peaceful action to make the world a better place. He didn't think that we would be able to get to where we needed to be by being mean and violent to one another. He wanted us to be peaceful and make meaningful change through peaceful action. And, you know, he was inspired by his faith. That was a very big part of who he was. He was inspired by the prophets of ancient Israel. He was inspired by Jesus. And he was inspired by the way that they spoke up and acted for justice and peace and a better world in their time and place. And he felt that that was a call to us to do that in our time and place. And so that's, kids, I think what I want you to think about today and tomorrow is how our faith can be a source of inspiration for us to do the same. And he reminded us of that, and we can look back to what he said and wrote and did as an inspiration, and we can look back even further to those ancient biblical prophets and Jesus, who he was inspired by as well, because all of them were working towards fairness and equity and justice and peace. And at the very heart of that, really, is what I said a minute ago. It's a call to love, right? To love God and to love our neighbors. That's really the bottom line. And so all of us are called to live our faith with love for all. And so that's what I want you to think about. And I do hope you enjoy your day off from school. That's a good thing. And while you have a few minutes, maybe look up something that Martin Luther King wrote. Maybe as a family you could do that. Read a quote or two about what he said and think about how that might inspire you to work for love and justice and peace in your lives. Because all of you kids of all ages are capable of doing that. All of us are.